Welcome back, Wolfpack Verlis here, and this is how to use Ryperior. Ryperior is the ultimate physical tank because it has some of the highest attack in the game, some of the highest defense, and then huge amount of hit point bulk. If they have physical Pokemon, they're not going to be doing anything to you as Ryperior, and it's just a great Pokemon to have that, even though you don't have a lot of special attack and special defense and speed, pretty much if you just use it as a physical pivot, they can't touch you and you have a lot of strength backing up. You can hit a really hard you can hit sweepers really hard. You also have potential wall breaking abilities as well that you can just get in there and hurt them a lot. That I used to run Ryperior Bliss instead of Skarmory Bliss as kind of the ultimate in special defense and defensive walling. And I don't know why I haven't been using Ryperior as much generation. It seems like he would do very well. Looking at its typing, it's a pretty awkward typing defensively that you do have a ton of weaknesses, but with your physical bulk, even if you're getting hit by a super effective physical attack, you don't have to worry about it too much. You do have to really worry about water and grass and ice. Those are generally going to be special attacks, and you have a lot of chances to get one hit or two hit KO'd very decisively by moves like that. Do also trade for a lot of resistances though, immunity to electric, and then resistances on normal, flying, poison, rock, and fire, and neutral hits that aren't going to touch you if they are physical. So overall, Ryperior, even though it does have a lot of weaknesses on the surface, it does get a lot of strength overall. And that when you look at its ability, it has the solid rock ability, and that's just crazy right there. That now you're only taking 3/4 damage from super effective attacks, so even then the super effective attacks aren't too problematic unless again they're water or grass or ice. What I used to run way back in the day is this Ryperior that was really heavy physical, just really heavy physical wall. You bring in 240 EVs into hit points and defense, rest into attack, go with the impish nature since you don't worry about special attack, and then curse, earthquake, rock slide, ice punch. That curse makes it to where, if they're physical and you need a little more offensive on them, you can get 1-2 free curses really easily. Go into earthquake for stab, rock slide for stab, ice punch for dragon coverage, and you're good to go from there. Also, you can maybe even have protect instead of one of your moves, and that way you'll get more hit points up from the leftovers, and this can work out really well. Top of that, you can also use Ryperior as just a good stall Pokemon. You can set up Stealth Rocks really effectively. You can use Roar to switch them out, burn them down through the Stealth Rock, set up Toxic, have Rock Slide for chip damage, and with this, I was thinking Citrus Berry. With the Citrus Berry, it's going to just give you that little extra bulk, and you can kind of just set up your Stealth Rock, set up a Toxic, force out some switches, and kind of play around that for a bit until Ryperior gets a little too frail or just goes down to some kind of special attack or just getting beat on for so long. Also, I was thinking Assault Vest Ryperior. Like, what else could you do with these huge hit point stats? I don't care how low the special defense is. That with Assault Vest, you're getting over 300 special defense, over 300 defense, and then 400 hit points. With this, you can run Power Up Punch. So, I mean, even without any attack investment, you have 316 attack. Use Power Up Punch once or twice, go into Rock Slide and Fire Punch, Ice Punch coverage, or Earthquake, or whatever coverage move you want, and you're going to be incredibly strong from there. Also, Ryperior very good in Sandstorm. That if you have a single Sandstorm team, run Ryperior, because Rock-type Pokemon get a 50% boost to their special defense, so then now it's like you're not even weak against anything special defense with Assault Vest and all that, and you become tankier than Tyranitar on all those, like, just overall, once you get a Sandstorm set up. So you can have Tyranitar become a huge wall, and then Ryperior as a follow-up wall, and it's a very safe option that sets up with Power Punch. Why am I not running Ryperior? And also, I was looking into some other sets. Citrus Berry, Rest Talk, that you have Curse, Rock Blast with Rest Sleep Talk. That way, you can Sleep Talk into Curse, you can Sleep Talk into a Rock Blast. Rock Blast, as I've mentioned before, is the alternative to Rock Slide. If you hit it 3 times, it does the same amount of damage as Rock Slide. So if you hit it 4 or 5 times, you're just doing more damage for the same amount of accuracy and a small chance to only hit it twice and do less damage. But since you're setting up, you should be okay. With this, I was also thinking about, like, since you are using Curse, go max special defense, go max hit points, even go with the Careful Nature. Try to make sure that, since you're boosting your defense, that doesn't matter. Get a lot more out of your special defense and try to not go down so easily to those special defense moves and be able to rest Sleep Talk even while you're getting hit by special attacks. And then I was also looking into other Assault Vest options, go more pure special defense, and also Ryperior gets access to Horn Drill. that would be kind of ridiculous. You're just like, I have Assault Vest or I have a Citrus Berry. I'm going to throw out Horn Drill and maybe score 2 KOs because I'm so impossibly hard to knock out. So that's one way you can run Ryperior. Also, when we look at other Ryperior moves, it gets a lot of really good coverage moves that you have Avalanche, Aqua Tail, Body Slam, Brick Break, Crunch, Dragon Rush, Dragon Tail. Dragon Rush is also a move worth mentioning that if they have used a Minimize, it does double, or it makes it a full accuracy move. I believe it does double the base power as well. So instead of using Body Slam, if you want to have a Minimize counter, Dragon Rush works really well as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We just have huge amounts of strengths coming out from Ryperior. It also Hammer Arm, very good option on it as well if you're looking for that fighting coverage. Instead of Brick Break, you can run Hammer Arm because if you're using Curse, I don't really think it matters. So I hope you guys, he also gets Iron Head for Fairy coverage. So I mean, tons of coverage. Whatever you need him to fill in for your team, you have it. You have Assault Vest offensive, you have Citrus Berry stall, and then you also have Leftovers Curse setup. So overall, Ryperior, very strong, huge defensive tank. If your team needs a defensive tank, throw a Ryperior in there. You can't go wrong. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's how you use Ryperior.